You know, every other model has a Hellcat version. Why not the 300? Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. Thank you for hanging out, spending a few moments here with me. If this is the first time that you're checking out a video, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate all the support. Now the footage that you're looking at belongs to a buddy of mine, Boost Kings. He has a YouTube channel that kind of follows the progression of taking a 300 and making it a Hellcat 300. If you're interested in that kind of content, his link is going to be in the description. I definitely suggest that you go check it out. It's really cool watching him slowly turn that 300 into a Hellcat.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. And the rear valance is on order. This, yeah, I ordered the rear valance, the sport one. So that's good enough, Lil. They get the message.
They got it.
Yeah.
Now, really what I wanted to talk about is the actual Chrysler 300 Hellcat and why FCA should really consider doing this. We now have a Hellcat version in the Charger, the Challenger, a Durango, a Jeep, and really it only makes sense for Chrysler to show the 300 a little bit of love and attention. Now, about a year ago, I made a Durango video that did really well online. I believe it got around 300,000 views. And I'm not saying that Dodge created the Durango Hellcat because of this video, but I'll tell you what, a video that goes crazy definitely shows that there's a demand for this particular trim level or item. So I'm really hoping that this video does well, shows that there is in fact a lot of interest in a Hellcat 300. And you know, make sure you like and share this video, comment, you know, dislike, I don't really care, just as long as there's a lot of activity that goes on with this video. Hopefully FCA gets the message that quite a few people are actually interested in a 300 Hellcat. Now, really what I want to show you guys is, or discuss, is where it would likely end up being in regards to performance and pricing. And you do that by taking a look at what's currently out there right now. The Charger Hellcat comes in at $72,000, does a 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds, and a quarter mile in mid-11s. So I'm just going to say 11.6. The Redeye version, we don't really know 100% what the pricing would be, but I would imagine it's 80 to maybe mid-80s. It does a 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds and a quarter mile of 10.5. We also have the Challenger Hellcat, which is priced at $60,000, and the wide body is $66,000. It does a 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and a quarter mile of 11.7 seconds. The Redeye version of the Challenger is priced in at $72,000, and if you get the wide body version, it's $78,000. It does a 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds and a quarter mile of 10.8. Now the next Hellcat would be the Durango. The Durango just came out. It's a 1-year run, so the pricing might be a little bit, high in comparison to the other two. I'm imagining that it would be in the $100,000 range. Who knows, though? There's no official pricing, but it does a 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds and a quarter mile of 11.5. Now, the last Hellcat would be the Jeep, and that's the Jeep Trackhawk. It's priced at $87,000, 3.4 seconds, 0 to 60, and a quarter mile of 11.8. Now, you have 4 of those, and really, it just makes sense for Chrysler to have their own Hellcat. Based on what you could see with the Charger, because the Charger and the 300 are typically in the same ballpark in regards to pricing. The 300 typically seems to be a little bit more expensive. It's more of that luxury, whereas in the Charger is more of the performance-minded sedan. So the 300's a little bit more expensive and typically just a tad slower than the Charger version. So I would imagine that a Chrysler 300 Hellcat would end up costing about $78,000. It would likely do a 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds and a quarter mile in an 11.7 or an 11.8, which is very respectable. But the point of the Hellcat 300 is not necessarily to do anything other than create buzz within the brand. I just think that Chrysler needs to wake up, and I think FCA should inject a little bit of life into the Chrysler branding by giving the people a little bit of fun, having a Hellcat version, creating excitement, and yeah, that's really it. So really, guys, you know what? Definitely make sure you hit the share button, share it on all your social media, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, all that kind of stuff. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. The idea really of this video is it's to create awareness. I'm trying my best to you know, get a video with a ton of views so that FCA gets the hint that there is a huge market for the Chrysler 300 Hellcat, and that, you know, we want it. You know, every other model has a Hellcat version. Why not the 300?